We crave clarity, we yearn for authenticity. Direct communication promises both. It offers a straightforward path to understanding, cutting through the noise and ambiguity that often cloud our interactions. When we communicate directly, we express our thoughts and feelings openly. We set clear expectations. This transparency can lead to more meaningful connections and a deeper sense of trust. This approach can be incredibly powerful, fostering trust and efficiency. In professional settings, it can streamline processes and enhance teamwork, leading to better outcomes and a more cohesive work environment. However, directness without empathy can be a weapon. It can come across as harsh or insensitive, causing more harm than good. It can damage relationships and erode trust. The very clarity we seek can become a double-edged sword, cutting through bonds that took years to build. Direct communication is a skill. It requires not just the ability to speak plainly, but also the wisdom to know when and how to do so. Like any skill, it requires practice, awareness, and constant refining. We must be mindful of our words and their impact, continually striving to improve our approach. It's about finding the balance between honesty and empathy, ensuring that our message is heard without inflicting unnecessary hurt. This balance is delicate but essential for effective communication. This essay explores the nuances of direct communication. It delves into the complexities and subtleties that make this form of interaction both powerful and perilous. We'll examine its benefits and drawbacks. By understanding both sides, we can better navigate the challenges and harness the strengths of direct communication. We'll delve into strategies for incorporating empathy and sensitivity into our communication style. These strategies can help us connect more deeply and communicate more effectively. Mastering direct communication is not about becoming brutally honest or suppressing our true feelings. It's about finding a way to be truthful without being hurtful. It's about learning to communicate authentically while honoring the emotions and experiences of others. This balance fosters a more compassionate and understanding environment. It's about speaking our truth with kindness and listening with an open heart. By doing so, we can build stronger, more meaningful relationships and create a more empathetic world. In professional settings, direct communication is invaluable. It reduces misunderstandings, it streamlines decision-making. When colleagues communicate directly, projects flow smoothly, expectations are clear, feedback is constructive and actionable. Imagine a workplace where people avoid difficult conversations. Resentment festers. Opportunities are missed. Direct communication, when done respectfully, creates a culture of transparency. It fosters trust and mutual respect. Teams thrive in environments where feedback is open and honest. Direct communication isn't just about delivering tough news, it's also about expressing appreciation, recognizing contributions, and celebrating successes. When we're direct with our praise, we create a positive feedback loop. We build each other up and foster a culture of recognition. While directness is often lauded, it's crucial to acknowledge its potential to harm. Words have power. They can uplift and inspire, but they can also cut deeply. When directness lacks empathy, it morphs into bluntness. This can lead to hurt feelings, damaged relationships, and a breakdown of communication. Imagine receiving critical feedback delivered with harshness and devoid of empathy. Instead of feeling motivated to improve, you feel demoralized and defensive. The message might be heard, but it's unlikely to be received constructively. The way we deliver a message is just as important as the message itself. When we approach difficult conversations with empathy, we create a safe space for open dialogue. We demonstrate respect for the other person's feelings, even when delivering challenging information. Balancing honesty with empathy is an art form. It requires us to be mindful of our intentions, our words, and the impact of our communication. It's about being truthful without being cruel and being kind without sacrificing clarity. One effective strategy is to use I statements. This approach allows us to express our own feelings and needs without blaming or accusing others. For example, instead of saying "you're always late," we could say "I feel frustrated when I'm left waiting." Another key element is active listening. When we truly listen to understand the other person's perspective, we're better equipped to respond with empathy. We might not always agree, but we can acknowledge their feelings and validate their experiences. Section 5. Navigating relationships. Directness in different contexts. The level of directness that's appropriate can vary significantly depending on the context and the nature of the relationship. Understanding these nuances is key to effective communication. In close personal relationships, where trust and intimacy are already established, a higher degree of directness might be acceptable. This can foster honesty and transparency, which are crucial for deepening the bond. However, even in these relationships, it's crucial to remain sensitive to the other person's feelings. Directness should never come at the expense of empathy and understanding. In professional settings, it's generally best to err on the side of formality and respect. Here, the stakes can be higher and the dynamics more complex. While honesty is important, it's essential to deliver feedback and criticism constructively and professionally. This helps maintain a positive and productive work environment. Avoid personal attacks and focus on specific behaviors or situations. This approach ensures that the feedback is received in the spirit it is intended. When it comes to cultural differences, it's essential to be mindful of varying communication styles. What is considered direct in one culture might be seen as rude in another. Some cultures value directness, while others prioritize indirectness and diplomacy. Being aware of these cultural nuances can prevent misunderstandings. Being aware of these differences can help us tailor our communication style accordingly. This not only enhances mutual understanding, but also fosters respect and collaboration in diverse settings. Section 6. Case Studies in Directness, from Conflict to Connection. Let's look at some real-life examples to illustrate the power of balanced directness. Direct communication can transform relationships, whether personal or professional, by fostering understanding and collaboration. Imagine a couple facing constant arguments due to unspoken expectations. These unspoken expectations can create a barrier, leading to misunderstandings and frustration. By practicing direct communication, they can express their needs clearly and work together to find solutions. This approach helps them to understand each other's perspectives and build a stronger bond. In a workplace scenario, imagine a team leader who avoids giving direct feedback for fear of hurting someone's feelings. This hesitation can create a culture of ambiguity and inefficiency. This lack of directness can lead to resentment and missed opportunities for growth. Team members may feel undervalued and unsure of their performance. By learning to deliver constructive criticism with empathy, the team leader can help their team members develop their skills and reach their full potential. This not only improves individual performance, but also enhances team dynamics. These examples highlight the transformative potential of direct communication when balanced with empathy. It encourages open dialogue and mutual respect. It's not about avoiding difficult conversations or shying away from conflict. Instead, it's about addressing issues head-on with a clear and compassionate approach. It's about approaching these challenges with authenticity, respect, and a willingness to understand. By doing so, we can turn conflict into connection and create more meaningful and productive relationships. Section 7. The Art of the Soft Startup. Leading with Empathy. One effective technique for navigating difficult conversations is the soft startup. This approach involves leading with empathy and setting a tone of collaboration rather than confrontation. Instead of launching into criticism or complaints, begin by acknowledging the other person's perspective. You might say something like, "I know you've been working really hard on this project, and I appreciate your effort." By starting with empathy, you create a safer space for open dialogue. The other person is more likely to be receptive to your feedback or concerns when they feel heard and understood. Section 8. Cultivating emotional intelligence for authentic communication. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in our ability to communicate directly with empathy. It involves being aware of our own emotions and the emotions of others, and using this awareness to guide our interactions. When we're in tune with our emotions, we're better equipped to express them in a healthy and constructive way. We can communicate our needs and boundaries without resorting to blame or aggression. Similarly, when we develop empathy for others, we're more likely to consider their perspective and choose our words carefully. We can deliver difficult messages with kindness and understanding, minimizing the potential for hurt feelings. Section 9. Directness with heart. Building stronger bonds through honest and empathetic communication. Direct communication, when balanced with empathy, is a powerful tool for building stronger relationships. It allows us to show up authentically, express our needs and feelings clearly, and navigate challenges with greater understanding. It's not always easy to be direct. It takes courage to speak our truth, especially when it involves difficult conversations. However, the rewards of honest and empathetic communication far outweigh the risks. By embracing directness with heart, we cultivate deeper connections, foster trust and respect, and create a more authentic and fulfilling experience in all our relationships.